best speaking practice is speaking practice. The second best speaking practice is writing practice. And sometimes writing practice is as good or better in some ways as speaking practice, because when you write it into a notebook, you write it into your mind. This video could be for both teachers and students. If you're a student of a language and not a teacher, you could ask a teacher to do this method with you. And if you are a teacher, you can use this method. So recently in one of the school communities, in the premium school community, where we have teachers learning the method and using the method to teach, one of the things we do is we record ourselves having lessons using principles of the teaching method with people that we know or professional clients of ours. So a friend of the community was had recorded himself doing teaching English to a lady who speaks Spanish. And when we went to do feedback, we said, okay, you know what, here's the thing you can do. So basically what the lesson was like was, this is face-to-face, I mean, over, Zoom or whatever, but like face-to-face with no props other than handheld realia, we call it. So basically you want the person, could be a somewhat beginner English speaker, you want them to respond to what we call handheld realia. There's 5 types of realia. This is realia type number 1. It's things you can hold in your hand. You talk about. So you say, okay, what is this? ¿Qué es esto? That type of thing. So the guy was doing a similar thing like that using the cell phone. And that can be a good thing, a very good thing. In fact, it wasn't a bad session at all. Here's the thing, what we want to add to the mix, and this is the point of this video. The best speaking practice is speaking practice. The second best speaking practice is writing practice. And sometimes writing practice is as good or better in some ways as speaking practice, because when you write it into a notebook, you write it into your mind. And so here's what we have, without no further ado. If you want that person to be able to say, if you want to say, what is this? And they say, oh, that's your cell phone. And what do you do with a cell phone? You can make calls. Okay. And question 3, question 4, question 5. Maybe there's only 5 questions, but if you could get that person answering those 5 questions, that would be a big win for the day. Because at the beginning of the session, they couldn't answer those questions, right? And think about it, even if it's basic handheld realia questions, imagine being able to answer that in Mandarin Chinese or Navajo. So here's what you do, and it seems slow, but it's actually fast. You go, okay, I'm going to say something. You write exactly what I say, and they have to have the notebook, and then I go, oh man, come on, I got to do this. Yeah, we're doing this, right? So you got the notebook. You say, okay, what is this? Number 1, numero uno. What is this? You got to write the number. You write it as the teacher. You write it down too, so you remember what it is. So what is this? So okay, now can you answer that question for me? ¿Puedes responder esa pregunta, señora? And she goes, okay. So what is this? It is for make calls. Okay, and so it's a little wrong. And you go, okay. So it's for making calls. Okay, muy bien. You edit it. That's question 1. What's this? It's a cell phone. Question 2, what's this for? It's for making calls. What kind of cell phone do you have? Oh, I have an iPhone, and so on and so forth, okay? Now, make it 3 questions. You got 3 questions written out there. Both parties know what the question and the answer is. That becomes the script for the moment. And I told our friend, I said, you'll be shocked how hard it is for her to stay on the script. Like, she'll want to change it, and you'll go, dude, it's right there. Can you look at, okay, let me ask you again. What is this? And she'll go, this is something, and you'll go, dude, can you read this? It's right there. Okay? So the goal then is just to make that person stick to the script, which seems strange. It seems counterintuitive. Don't we want to be free in the language? Like, don't we want to be fluent in the language? And yeah, we do. And sort of paradoxically, this is the way I heard an actor say recently in an interview, he was like, you learn your lines so well. You memorize your lines and learn your lines so well that when you're in the scene, you forget your lines. So that's what's going on here. You want her to stick to the script. And that's the whole thing. This is good for teachers, good for students too. It's good for you because you want to build right now in today's lesson. You can do this to yourself. You can be if you're a student, you're also a teacher, by the way, because all language is self-learning. All learning is self-learning, like they say. So you're your own teacher. Build a little routine of 3 questions and 3 answers. And then practice sticking to the script until you forget it and it just comes natural. So we have the free school and we have the premium school, and both are great. You can check out both. Link is in the description. Feel free to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and everything like that. We'll see you later.